One. All right, everybody, what's up? Today we're gonna be playing D&D with introduce yourself, Funko Bob, even though you already have a few times.
Yeah, well, thank you there. I'm Funko Bob, aka Mojo Hex. Um, I'm ready to get started here. See what
And
happens.
Jason, introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Jason, and also known as TTV Thanos 437.
Also, explain to
Hey,
everybody
boy.
your D&D character.
My D&D character is a sword slinger, so he's very good with swords and stuff. He's part gecko, and
He is a
so
wildling gecko,
wildling gecko. So he's stealth like and can stick to walls.
and also his name is Legoff Drangle. And then
Yeah,
Bobby, just give a brief description of your character because you already did that in the first episode.
Yes, my character is Talis Rakash, a wildling white tiger who is also a martial artist. And that's basically about the info you need for there.
Alright. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we will begin. So, we start at the beginning of. Also another thing I want to address. If you're noticing Hunter's not here, he needed to do some stuff, so he couldn't be here. So, yeah, we're just gonna have his character not be here because he's not here now. So,
at home with his own.
we begin with Jason training for his for the final exams. Would you like to roll a d20 to see how successful this is?
Oh, D20.
Yeah.
I thought it was D12.
Nope, d20.
I got an 18.
All right, you did pretty well during your training. You have been vigorously training because you failed the first challenge. But in reality, roll another d20 for me for perception.
For perception, I got a 12.
Okay, you believe that you were sabotaged during the first exams. You believe someone sabotaged your exams. So you decided to train harder than ever, study harder than ever. Your hands up, Bobby.
Wouldn't that be more a matter of intelligence than perception
I don't know,
to
but
figure out whether or not just for a future reference. If
okay.
you'd like my opinion on some things, just feel free to ask.
All right.
So,
Well, all right. So you training's pretty
all
successful,
right.
and the meanwhile, about a little bit beyond the outskirts of the town of Gitan, you, Bobby, are walking up to the city. It's been a while since you've been home. You went back to your White Tiger village for a little bit, came back, or came, just wandered for a while, and now you have come back to watch the rest of the participants pass. To finally get your first mission, which you will all be assigned the minute this ends. So, you are walking over to the town. Roll d20 to see if anyone troubles you.
I roll an 11.
Okay, well, no one really bothers you.
Permission to roll perception to see if anybody's around me.
Yes, you can.
All right. My perception. I got 14 plus. Hold on, what's my dude? A 3, so it would be a 17.
You see a tiny shadow running past the alleys, but you may do what you want with knowing that you see this little shadow running across the alleys. Also, as you're walking
Well,
by, all the people of the town are waving at you because they haven't seen you in a year.
uh,
And,
so am I fairly well known then, though, if
I mean,
everyone's waving me
well,
down?
they were all with you at the banquet, and everyone had a ceremony of graduating. So pretty much
I
most of the
see.
town knows the graduates, but also the whole reason Hunter could not be here was because his goblin village was in a little bit of danger. And Jason, can you move from the lamp, because that's too big of a glare? Okay, thank you. Yeah, his
No
village
problem.
was in some danger, so Hunter needed to go help it. The ogres were getting a little too feisty. But Bobby walks up to the place, uh, and you walk up and you see the man who gave you the ceremony. Do you want to say anything to this man? The man
The
who,
man who gave me the ceremony.
I mean, like the man who, like, was in the middle of it all. The man who rang the gong, the man who pulled out the scrolls. Pretty much the
The
principal.
was it the headmaster of the school, the
Yeah,
guy who
pretty
ran the school,
much.
basically? Oh, uh, I give a polite bow and say, "Greetings, headmaster.
Good day,
How are
Talus.
things? How are things at the academy these days?"
Pretty good. No rascals lately. One kid did try to, steal something, but we stopped him. He was very mischievous little
You're
boy.
well. If I remember correctly, you were quite capable of keeping the anarchs at bay.
Yes, this boy was pretty strong. He actually gave our gods some trouble. Maybe able to
Oh,
rival
how
you
so?
one day.
Uh,
Rival
Hold
like the
on.
top five.
I wanna roll. I guess it would be a willpower check to see if I prevent myself from blushing, because I'm actually slightly embarrassed of how much of a wild child I was in my youth, and I guess willpower 12.
There's
And I'm
a
wearing. I got white fur, so when my skin blushes, it looks pink.
yeah, there's quite a bit there. He's like,
I'm just like
I'm just gonna
and I'm
say
like,
one thing to like make him stop a little bit. When I say you, I mean the top 5 students, because you were literally the 5th best student in the academy. Hunter was
yeah, I'm
6.
just
Jason is
my
3rd.
character starts reminiscing about the glory days, which is ironic because it was just a year ago. But yeah, because the old gang split up, and we're all looking forward to seeing the new recruits for the or what do they call it? That's homecoming, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
And now, as you guys are talking, Jason is walking up the little staircase, and he looks over, and you can now talk. Jason, you can talk to the headmaster and Talus Rakash.
And what?
Talus
I am.
Rakash.
That's my character. That's his name. Is Talis Rakash.
Uh,
So basically, what you see, at least with me, is like I said, a humanoid, white tiger person. I think I have a blue sort of felt or maybe leather vest and some leather
Imagine
pants.
when you look
You
at
can
the
see my
headmaster.
tail. You can see my tail kind of wiggling behind me.
When you see the
So
headmaster, imagine Dumbledore.
oh, all right.
yeah, so long beard, the full pointed hat, or am I thinking Gandalf from Lord of the
No,
Rings? I look confused.
that's
They're the same
it's
person basically.
okay. But now
It's
you
what they
guys
call
can
it's what
talk.
they call an archetype. Okay.
Also, Jason, I want to say one thing. You do well know Bobby because you were sitting there watching, and you were like rooting for him a little bit in the stands, but you were pretty upset because you did lose. So you know Bobby pretty well, but Bobby doesn't know you that much. You're like a little fanboy, like a little fanboy.
May I roll an intelligence?
Even
I
though
think I
you
have
two
like
are the same age.
a 15 to
So
remember him.
you do
Like
remember.
if I ever sparred with him, I would remember him. I'll put it to you like that. If I ever sparred with him, I would remember him. So have we sparred?
You guys did spar at the beginning of school, but Jason did beat you, which put him in 3rd place of the school. So
Then
even though
then I definitely remember him. But in that case, do I remember the scandal, if you will, of him not passing the test last year.
Yes, but you did just think he was not on his A game. You do not know that this was sabotage.
All right, okay. See, that's one thing I wanted to clarify. In that case, I think I'm just gonna kind of give him a little bit of crap. Like, all right, there. Like, I hope you got plenty of sleep last night, sir. I don't want you blaming it on not being able to sleep to fail your test from last time.
Hold on. I'm gonna roll something for Jason. Oh, he got a nat one. He has no idea. Never mind. Okay.
Lightning strikes pretty close to my house or something, because it's pretty freaking loud.
That's pretty neat.
Not really.
Alright, but so Jason, what would you like to say to Talis, Rakash, and the headmaster of the school?
I would like to say that I slept pretty well and I'm ready for it.
Alright.
Put my hand out in a handshake gesture. Like, well, I wish you luck then. If you tell you what, if you win, I want a rematch.
All right, I accept it.
Well, we
Alright,
shake
and now
hands.
you hear a bell ring. Everybody, it is time for the exam! Oh wait, no, it's the day after, so never mind. So you guys go. I forgot. Jason, I'm gonna assume unless you want to go get unless you guys want to go get something to eat, you both go to your dorms and go to sleep. Unless you'd like to
Very
get
well.
something to eat.
Well, I don't. First of all, since I graduate, I'm no longer a student. I wouldn't go to the dorm. My character live in town, or is he just returning
No,
to town?
he's just returning to town for his next
Then
mission.
I will find an inn to stay at, and I'll just stay there. You can deduct whatever you think the cost for
Okay.
one room and one meal for one night. I'd
Jason,
say
would you like to go get something to eat?
I'd say 10,
I
10
I
gold for
I
that.
know a
10
great
silver
place
for
for a discount at this place. So, would you like to go get something to eat,
that. Okay, who are you?
Jason?
What?
Would you like to go get something to eat?
Oh my eyes.
Okay. So, you go to this great noodle place that Bobby and Hunter went to last time. So you go, you sit down at this booth. By the way, just so I know, is Dingo in your dorm or is Dingo with you? Your flying squirrel.
Dingo is in the dorm.
Okay, I wanted to know that because Hunter brought Goober here because this place is animal friendly. They do accept animals. So this man walks up. It's the same man from last time. He walks up and says, "Good day, sir. I see you're part of the Gitten Combat Academy because everyone has a little badge to tell them when they leave the dorms. So you're part of the Gitten Combat Academy?"
What?
It
Yes.
Yeah, because it's the name of the academy you all train at. I forgot to tell you that. But
Hmm.
very well. What would you like, sir?
Do you have sushi?
Yes. Would you like sushi?
I would.
Okay, that will be kind of thinking for a sec. That will be 1 silver.
Here's one. I pull a silver out of my bag. Here's 1 silver.
Thank you, good sir. Let me go to your coin bag and minus 1 silver.
Wicked.
Okay. So he grabs the silver. He sets it on his little. He has a little tray thing that he always carries with his little notepad and everything. He sets it on his tray. Walks away. I'd say about 10 minutes have passed. I'm going to roll a d20 to see if anyone comes to talk to you. Nope. So he comes back with your sushi, sets it down on the table, scoots it to you, takes it off the plate, sets it there. Here you go, sir.
Thank you.
Anything else? Grabbing his tray, putting it back.
No, that'd be all.
Okay. He just walks away, starts cleaning the counter, And okay, no one else comes to talk to you, so you eat your sushi. It is pretty good, and
Yeah.
you head back to the dorm, I assume, to go get a
Yes.
good night's rest. Okay, so you begin.
I gotta be honest. I'm kind of regretting not going to the sushi place or getting that. Because, do you think it's gonna be a good idea for my character to kind of have a fondness for sushi? I mean, he is a cat, and cats
I
are supposed
mean,
to like to eat.
yeah,
Yeah.
Just a thought.
cause that
Or
it's
would
the
it be
same.
better if you like to eat birds?
It's the same noodle place you and Hunter went to at the beginning of the story.
I remember. I just don't remember what I ordered.
You ordered like chicken noodle soup or something.
Hmm.
But you come back and Bobby's wide awake, so I don't need to roll this for him. Oh wait, never mind. Hold on. Dang it.
Hey, if he's got his own thing, let him roll for himself. Or are you rolling a fate roll?
Yeah, I was rolling fate to see if he heard the bell. He got a 15. Okay, you hear the bell, you get straight up, you eat the little breakfast that the dorm people give you every morning. You eat that, and you officially put on your special Gittan Combat Academy jacket, especially made for these events. You roll up the sleeves, you pin on the badge, and you walk out to your final exam. Are are you gonna leave Dingo in the dorm, or are you gonna take Dingo with you? Because if you take him with you, he goes into the VIP animal lounge.
I take Dingo with me.
Okay, so you walk up. He sees Dingo on your shoulder. He says, "Oh, I'm sorry, sir, but you have to put Dingo in the He knows all the pets' names. You have to put Dingo in the VIP pet lounge, please."
Right. I walk him over and set him in.
Okay. So you walk back in, you go in, and you guys are taking the written test. So I'm going to roll this, but I'm going to roll it with advantage. You got a 14. So you pass the test. He walks up, he like says pass or fail. Only no one fails. So everyone has
That's
passed this written exam.
sweet.
And you have passed it, and now it is time for the second trial. It is now time for the ogre fight. So everybody gets ready, gets in their position in the little waiting room. They all are issued to take off their jackets because they don't want them to get dirty, so they all set them on a coat rack. They all put on their fighting gis and get ready for a fight. And it begins. A bunch of people pass. Everyone passes. And now it is time for the final person and the end of this exam. Because the final round that happened last time will not be happening this time. So, because they
So
want
he's
it.
not. It's not going to be down to like the final survivor between a one-on-one matches,
No,
or
because
only
this
half the
this
class gets to
was
graduate.
Yeah, no. They're trying to get everyone to graduate this time, but if you had failed the other two exams, bad for you. But everyone has been lucky so far, and it is now time for the Golf Drangle versus the Ogre. And you hear the bell ring. Begin! Your fight has begun. What would you like to do?
I'd like to camouflage myself.
You are in like an open desert field, so camouflage would not work right
And
now.
we're something like similar to the Coliseum, like a stadium, and there are people in the stands watching. Correct? Or is
Yeah,
this a?
yeah, but it's like magic changes the arena. Right now it's all sandy and there's no wall, so his
Okay.
camouflage would not work. There are only a
All
few
right. So my
rocks.
character, my character is there watching
Yes, he
this,
is
right?
yeah, that's the whole reason you came back. You're just sitting there watching him fight.
All right.
Okay,
So
well,
camouflage
maybe.
would not work here in this environment.
All right. Wait. Is the ogre charging at me or?
No, he's just standing there. Well, oh wait, hold on. I got to roll initiative. Okay, you get
Yeah.
to go
What is
first
he?
anyway. 18 and 15.
All
Okay.
right.
So
So you're just standing there.
yeah, you have two actions: a movement and a punch. If you use a key, you can only use it once. If you use a punch, you can run up and use 2 punches.
Dang, I was trying to. Can I like run up and like tail whip him, like sweep kick him, something like that?
Like run up and get down on the ground and try to sweep him off his feet.
Yeah.
Okay. You miss. His DC's 15, you got a 7, you missed the first attack. You have 1 more attack left.
So I'm still like on like the ground beneath him.
No, you used your sweep attack and got back up.
Oh,
So you like spun
I
around
draw,
while getting up.
I draw my sword and I upper slash him.
So you just do this, you pull your sword out of your thing and do this.
Yeah.
Okay, roll d20. That hits. So you slash him right down the middle. I'd say I'm gonna roll this.
Are you adding his AB when you do his attacks?
What is his AB? Because if it's what I think it is, I'm right.
Let me see. His AB on my sheet is a 5.
Yep, that hits. For 5 points of damage, this ogre has taken 5 points of damage and is bleeding he is bleeding right here on his forehead.
All right.
So now it is the ogre's turn. The ogres are very stupid and use the same attack all the time. Ogre slam. 7, you miss. The ogre only has a +3, so you miss because you have 13. So the ogre goes for another ogre slam and hits you for 3 points of damage. So I'm gonna do this, do that.
You said they hit him for 3 points. All right, so I am at 57. How much damage did he take damage before in a previous attack, or did he just
No.
fail one?
He failed.
Alright.
Okay, so now it is your turn again.
All right. So I draw my sickle and I stab him in like right below the rib cage.
Okay.
So add a +5 to whatever number he gets.
Ow,
What do
you
you
got
got?
a nat 1, dude. You just like turn, he completely whiffs it, and your thing like cuts your shoulder
All right.
for 2 points of damage.
All right. My second move, I climb up on his shoulders and I restrain him around the neck with my tail.
I'm gonna roll this with advantage. 3 and a 6. He bucks you off with his back. He like bucks you off with his shoulders. And you're now on the ground, so your next turn he will be rolling with advantage, and your next turn you have to take to get up.
All right.
So he's gonna use another ogre slam. 10 plus 3 misses. Another ogre slam. 19. He hits you for 6 points of damage. So you are now at 49 health.
All right. So
You have to take your first action to get up, and you're only able to punch once.
all right. I draw my sword while running and I slide between his legs and cut him up through the back.
You can't do that. You can't run.
Oh, sorry.
You just have to get up off the ground, draw your sword, and slash. You cannot run, because that will take up your whole turn. So you will have to attack your next turn.
All right. So what I do is I wait. Don't I have throwing knives?
You have 10 throwing knives, yes.
All right. I take a throwing knife and I throw it at his eye.
So wait, that means you have another action. So you use your first one to get up and your second one to throw your throwing knife.
Yeah.
Nat 20, you hit him straight in the eye for automatic max damage, I was gonna roll d6, so you do 6 damage to this ogre.
All right.
This ogre has 50 health. Here, I'm just gonna write something down really quick.
And doesn't he have half sight now?
Yeah, he will be blinded for 2 whole turns, so I'm just
And
gonna do something really quick. Hold on.
which eye did I hit?
He only has 1 eye.
Oh, all right.
So
So
give me
He's a
1 second.
cyclops.
Yeah, he's like
He's a
a
cyclops.
cyclops. Give me 1 second.
Dude,
Poor
this
H.
is
boy.
definitely sabotage now.
The
I thought,
pluck
I thought this was supposed to be an ogre, not a cyclops.
was an orc. So I was
He is
thinking of
at
things from like Lord of the
39
Rings.
HP.
These are Orukai. No, I'm kidding. But keep going.
So now it is his turn. He's going to roll this with disadvantage. 8, so he misses you. He goes for an
Alright.
ogre slam and misses. He's going to roll this with disadvantage. He still hits you. L. So he hits you with an ogre slam for 4 points of damage.
At 51. By my math.
No, Jason was at 49 minus 3. So he's at 46.
Well, you say so.
So now, Jason, it is your turn, and you will be rolling with advantage for anything right now because he is half blind.
Alright. This is gonna be like another disadvantage attack. If that's alright.
No, you won't be rolling with disadvantage because you're up, and he's half blind, so you're rolling with advantage.
Oh, alright. So this attack is basically gonna take out his right arm. What I do is I'm using both my turns. I run up with my sword and I stab him like right here in the arm,
So you
like
try to
through the
slice
armpit,
his
out
arm
the
off.
shoulder. No, like stab in his armpit, out the shoulder.
Oh, I thought you were talking like a slash for his arm.
No, he
Nat
can't move.
20. No. It doesn't matter anyway. Nat 20. You slice his left arm off.
All right,
I'm gonna roll a 2d10s for this for 14 points of damage
let's go.
because you're literally chopping off his arm. So minus 5, and then another. He's at 20. He is at 25 health. So it is now his turn. He's going to roll this with disadvantage. Another ogre slam. He still hits you for 9 points of damage. So you are now at 37 health, I think. It should be
All right,
right.
he's at 30. I'm at 37.
You're
I
at
thought I was at.
37, he's at 25.
I thought I was at 46. Oh, I'm at 27.
No, he's at 25, you're at 37.
All right. So
So
it's my attack now.
technically, you could go for his other arm and he could literally not be able to hit you. He'd have to slam himself
No,
on the
like
ground.
you can kick him or you can headbutt him.
Oh, yeah, but
Wrap his legs around his neck and snap it, Sonya Blade style.
Can I
okay,
do?
Jason, it's your
That'd
Can
be
I
turn.
pretty
do?
impressive in the arm still. But yeah,
I do organ damage. Like, so I take out my sickle and stab him like right in the lungs.
15, you hit him. Since you're stabbing him in the lungs, I'll roll d8, d6. For 6 points of damage, this boy is at 19 health.
All right. So
And you have one more attack.
I draw my sword and I do it to the. I stab him in the other arm, right up the
You just
middle, right
try
here.
to cut his arm off again?
Yeah.
19, you get his arm, and you slice it off. Roll 2d. I'm gonna roll this for 8 points of damage. He is at 11 health.
Alright.
And it
This
is
is me,
now
right?
his turn, but he cannot hit you, so he's going to try to spin just in a circle because he can't see. He's just going to spin in a circle and try to kick you somehow. 16, he kicks you in the jaw for 1 damage. So you are at 36 health.
Alright.
And it is now his turn again. He's just going to keep kicking. Nope, he misses.
Alright. So what I do is I draw my sickle and I go for the neck right here for like a running,
So you try
and
to run, jump, and cut his neck.
like down right here, like
So like,
goes in his neck, down his chest.
okay.
You're going for the collarbone.
You
Yeah.
hit him
Wrap around the collarbone and rip out.
for 10 damage. This man is at 1 HP.
Ooh, I have a
And you're out of turn, so he has 1 more turn. And he's just gonna try to kick you.
I'm gonna say, if this guy's as close to death as he is, I suggest just rolling a willpower check. If he rolls less than 10, he just passes out from pain and bleeds to death.
Dang,
He
I
got a
wanted to do.
7. He bleeds to death. He's dead.
Oh, I wanted to do finishing move.
Jason, you have officially
At 1
passed
point of health, so he would have been like he should have been like this, just like.
League off
Yeah.
Strangle has passed the test.
I'll be right back, guys.
Okay.
Yeah, you hear a tiger-esque roar just in the crowd. It's like, yeah.
And as everybody is cheering, well, we're just gonna pause for a second.
Smoking these cigarettes.
We're gonna pause for a second until Jason gets back, but I'm just gonna say this part and then I'll tell him. So, as you have all officially passed the Gitang Combat Academy exam.
But stop. Can we just pause the recording for a minute until he gets back? Because he's going to need to hear it. Oh, there he is. Never mind.
Alright. Everyone's cheering for everybody.
He's getting ready.
Everyone's cheering for everybody. And now you hear hold on. Nope. No one hears this, but there was explosion at the front gate, running past with super speed and busting through the door is a man in full black, and I'm going to roll perception for the both of you. Neither of you know this. All you know is he is a man. His name is...
Permission to roll my own perception roll, sir.
Okay, you can roll for yourself.
All right, because I don't know if you're remembering to add all the actual add-ons to this. I got a 16 plus 3 is 19 for my perception.
Bobby knows this, Jason doesn't. So you find I'm just gonna say it because Bobby knows it, Jason doesn't yet. So you just think this is a man, by the way, Jason. But you find the tree man Narlon Grout. And he officially runs up to Jason. Bobby, do you wish to jump down to fight this man? He runs up to Jason to fight him.
I will jump down as well, and I'll even taunt him for a charisma check. Let me see what I get for this. My charisma, I have 0 for charisma, so let's see how this works. I got a 2, never mind. I make a stupid joke, so hey there, naughty boy. And then wait the cricket because nobody gets the joke.
Yeah. Okay, so a fight
Well,
between...
he's like knots in a tree. Get it? Naughty.
Also,
he's a tree person.
Bobby, do you wish to share the information you have found about this
Yeah.
man being a tree man to Jason?
I was like, oh wait, that's why you didn't get the joke. Yeah, this guy's dang it, what's the word I'm trying to look for?
Treeling is what I called their race.
Tree lane.
A treeling, like a sproutling, but it's not. It's a treeling.
Oh, it's like Groot.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
call him Narlon Groot, but I'm like, no, just Narlon Grout.
Sorry, a dismembered Groot,
Yeah. Fine.
like
Fine.
deformed.
Hang on. This creature is a member of the treeland race. They're essentially walking
The
trees.
second Bobby says that, he's like, oh, you know then. He rips off all his black clothes, throws them to the side, and is in his tree form with his whip hand and his sharp claw branch hand.
Okay.
And he just
So
his face goes
just
from
for the
a
record, which one is his right hand? The
his
claw or
this
the
is
whips?
his right hand is his whip, his left hand is his claw.
Okay.
But as soon as he throws off his mask, his face starts to morph from a human face into a tree. You see little branches come off his head. He kind of looks like Cooler in his final form, with the little sproutlings coming out of his head, and there's some leaves. And he's just, well, you know my race then, little boy. Not knowing your age, he just calls you little boy.
All right, I have an idea. Can I do a move?
I gotta roll initiative for the three of you. He gets to go first because he got a 20. Oh, Bobby, you. This.
He's frozen.
It's,
Okay, there we go.
I
What? Hold on, Bobby, you're
got
freezing. Sorry, video. Bobby's freezing for a sec. Technical difficulties.
Whoa, children, don't pull out the knot.
Okay, you should be unfrozen now.
I got a 13 for my initiative roll.
Yeah, he gets to go first. He got a 20. Jason got a 14. So he just runs up to you and tries to whip Jason and claw Bobby. So like a double attack, like a. And
It's 16.
he misses Bobby and misses Jason. You guys both just jump out of the way.
All right,
All right.
is it
That'd
minor bonus?
be cool and like do a little backflip to avoid it.
Okay, fine. Jason, wait, hold on. Bobby, what's your +2 charisma? Nothing?
Yeah, I got 0 on charisma.
You got a 1. Everyone's just looking at you like, because they all know you were trying to act cool with that little backflip. Everyone's just looking down at you and you're just like, oh man.
You just hear in the background someone just go, "Shaw."
Yeah, it's literally like, boo, you stink, because you got a nat 1. They're all just screaming, boo, you stink.
All right. So whose move it is?
Jason, because you got a 14, Bobby got a 13.
So I choose to uh restrain his whip with my tail. So like restrain his arm with the whip on it.
That's gonna be hard. I might see you have to roll this with disadvantage. No, yeah, you had to roll this with disadvantage because the whip can like maneuver out of your tail, which it does.
Oh,
Like,
never mind. Oh dang.
that's too
Wait,
late
can
because
I change my move?
no, you can't. After you've already done that, you whip your tail around him. He just wiggles his arm out, and now you have one more action. Technical difficulties. He's frozen. Jason, you're frozen. Hold up. Technical difficulties. We love the technical difficulties.
You need one of those old school, just place cards. You see the Indian head and the black skin.
Yeah.
Whoa, there's a shift.
Okay.
We're in the garage. And,
Okay.
no.
So you have one more action. Oh, you're frozen. Oh, he's like cutting in and out. Okay. Yeah, you have one more action.
All right. I choose with my sickle since it's a harvesting tool and he's a tree.
You're gonna prune him. You're gonna prune him.
Just
Kind of. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try and slice off his his claws.
You're just gonna try to slice off the whole arm or just the hand?
Whole arm.
Okay. I'll say you roll this with disadvantage or advantage just because it's a harvesting tool.
Yeah. Hey, it got its perks.
6 and an 8, you cut off his arm, but literally a minute later, he's just like, his
Oh wait, so
arm
Bobby
reached. Hold on,
can't Bobby attack right off?
not right now. You chop off his arm. Literally a minute later, while you guys are just staring, he just sprouts another branch and his arm comes back.
But are his claws back? And are they as sharp?
Yes, literally the whole arm just regenerates back on his hand.
Alright. Oh, this guy's gonna be pretty tough to fight.
I also gotta give this guy some HP real quick.
Oh, Max. Oh wait, never mind. He's the teller. I'm not sure. Yeah, never mind.
Okay. So now it is Bobby's turn.
All right. Seeing as how he is already engaged with Legoth here, I'm going to use my vanish technique bonus action, and I'm going to vanish behind him, and then I'll have 1 action left and 4 key left, and I'll go ahead and put 4 key into flurry of blows.
Oh, okay.
So let me. I got my own.
Okay. Are you gonna roll? You should roll this with advantage because you teleported behind him.
I'm aware of that. So I have a plus. What is? Come on, I lose track.
Your strength is 1.
No, I know, but I have my AB is 3. That's my attack
Okay.
bonus. So, and then I get only a +1. Although my character is a speed-based character, I'm choosing +2 for my damage modifier, which we'll get to that in a second. So let me see. First attack is that's a 19 on the die, but I can also maybe get a 20 just in case. That's an 8. No, so I get 22 for my attack.
I'd say wait. How much key are you putting into it?
I'm putting 4 keys, so that means I
Okay,
get
so
8. That means 8, or it's a 6. It's a 6-sider, but it's 8 times. So I get 2 per key. So it's 8 times.
You just straight up pummel this dude for 26 damage. He has 60 health, I think.
Oh
Is
my
what
god.
he did.
Well, he has 60 left, or that was his starting
60
point.
starting.
And then he's got 34 left.
Wait. Hey, by the way, I have to ask, did the arena change?
No, the
So like
arena
am I
hasn't
allowed to come
changed
across?
yet.
Ah,
Because the fight had literally just ended. So, but they were in the middle of okay. They were about to
No,
change the
keep talking. I'm
I
gonna
know.
see you right
They
here.
were about to change the arena back to its original state, which is like this nice little like waiting area type thing.
so I can
But
camouflage and do my
no,
stuff?
as they were in the middle of doing it, they had to stop because the man showed up. So you cannot
Alright,
camouflage because it's still the desert area.
so they're not in the room to change it?
No, they cannot change it yet because everyone was evacuated immediately and you two began the fight.
Alright. Oh. I
So
kind of have a
it's his
strategy
turn
here,
right
Bobby.
now, so
Alright, can I start very real quick though?
hold on. I'm gonna let him attack and then you can tell Bobby what your thing is. He's gonna turn
Alright.
around to Bobby and straight up just try to claw him. So roll. He got a 9, he has a +5. What's your DC?
Mine is 16, but that's a 14 for him then.
Okay, yeah, no, he misses you. He just straight up turns around, claws you, and misses, and then his other arm comes up to whip you in the face. 9 misses.
So it's
No.
my turn now?
Yeah. Also, you can talk without taking up an action.
Alright, so Bobby, what I'm thinking is that since he's a tree,
You can say
and
one sentence. Just say one sentence is what you're allowed to say. So say it in character. So
So
think about what you got to say.
come up with your character's voice on the spot right here, right now.
You can pull an Asmo like Team 4-Star. I can't do his voice very well. I talk like a serpent.
you're in, there's a bio dehydrate him out.
No, I'm a terrible taco.
No one heard you, Jason.
We're in desert biome. We dehydrate them out.
So you want to dehydrate the tree?
Yeah, so like we turn up the heat so he dehydrates himself out because he's a plant and he needs water to survive.
Alright.
You know, you know what? I'm giving Bobby an attack, but he has to roll this with disadvantage.
Alright.
He has this attack. He'll have to roll this with disadvantage until he learns it some more. But he has this breath attack that brings out a little fire. So like right
Yeah.
now, but the more he masters it, the more fire it'll produce. So right now it's just like this much fire. But so he
Oh,
produces fire coming out of his mouth for like one turn. But
alright.
so you can
So
use
we're in
that,
the
but you'll have to roll it with disadvantage. But it's not your turn, so.
so since
Actually,
after Bobby after he does the after you do like the fire thing, so like he dehydrates a little bit and he's gonna be dry. I'm gonna use my sickle and sword to create sparks and try and catch him on fire.
He'll have a turn when Bobby's turn's finished. Unless
Alright.
Bobby decides to knock him down to the ground and he has to get up and then do something.
ironically enough, I was planning on using my first attack as a sweeping attack to knock him prone, which would then give me advantage on my next attack on him.
Yeah.
It would just be a normal roll if you used your fire breath because you would have disadvantage. So you'd only roll a normal roll because your fire breath has disadvantage. So adding an
But
advantage to an already disadvantaged attack would make it a normal attack.
wait,
Permission to make a criticism, sir.
What?
Permission to make a criticism, sir.
What is it?
like a
I don't
weakness.
want to use the fire breath. I want to sweep him.
I mean after the sweeping because you'll have another action.
It's still my decision whether or
I'm just
not I
saying that you
I
have it.
I understand you have a direction you want to go, Max, but you have to allow us to have a little bit of
I'm giving
freedom.
you the freedom. I'm just telling you that you have it.
I've been working on different ways of manipulating the key and stuff, but I'm trying to just think for this character. So first things first, I'm gonna make a sweep.
Well, it's Jason's turn, so you can't do anything.
Oh, but I
Alright.
thought his turn was done.
No, he just made the sentence and then didn't do anything yet.
Okay.
You
Right.
can give
So
up your turn and just pull up a stance.
oh, what I was do. Alright. What I'm
It's,
thinking
yeah,
I should
ready,
do.
ready attack / dodge action.
Alright. What I think I should do is I want to use one of my throwing knives and try and pierce him like right in his head. Like just pierce him in his head. I'm pretty sure, or his eye to blind him.
So are you gonna hit him in his head or his eye?
His eye.
Okay. Eye 16, you hit him, and you
Yeah.
do 9 points of damage.
Ooh, let's go.
So 33.
Wouldn't he be at 51 since he was at 60?
He's at 24 health.
Oh.
Yeah,
Alright.
he started at 60, and then I beat him up for, what was it, 24?
Like
With
20. No, it was
fist-
26.
my flurry of fists.
Then I choose to jump back and brace for an attack.
So defensive stance for your bonus action.
Yes.
Okay, it is now Bobby's turn.
Alright.
Oh, first attack, sweep. Well, a 2 on the die, even with an AB of 3, is only a 5. So I kicked it. I'm trying to do a flashy spin, like kick to kick his shin, and like
You hit your shin.
Oh! And I
And
literally just
knock
did that
over your
for real.
camera.
No, I literally just did that for real on a table. So yeah, art imitating life, imitating art. All right, well, I'm going to since that didn't work, just charge key punch for 3 key, just right in whatever approximation of his face I can find. If I couldn't sweep him off his feet, I'm gonna knock him on his ass.
Hmm.
Again, a 2.
He just straight up tried to sweep and punch. He's like, nope, nope.
I barely chip. I like chip my knuckle on his bark. I'm like, hey, what the heck?
All right.
So yeah, I am a very dramatic failure right now,
I
and
know what I need to do.
So
I know
now
what I
it's
need
his
to do.
turn.
that ends my turn. I think.
Yeah, it's his turn. He's going to go for his signature attack. His I'm trying to think of a name for this. His leafage cannon. It's basically he does like the Kamehameha stance, but it's green. But he only does it with one hand because this hand's a whip. So he just says leafage cannon and fires it towards Bobby for an
So
8.
wait, are we talking razor leaf?
Pretty much.
Oh, I just realized something.
Yeah,
Oh
call
wait,
it
never
razor
mind. He has
leaf.
another
Go
turn
ahead.
before me.
We're openly stealing titles and stuff like that. It's a free
I just
economy.
realized. I just realized I shouldn't like stay back and prepare to hit since he's only targeting you, because you made that joke, and he's targeting you now.
Yeah,
So I can
ever
stay
since
up
you
and
made
just
that
do as
joke,
much
he's just been
damage.
angry at you.
Yeah.
Because you made the
So
joke and then beat him up. So he's just trying to kill you right now for 18.
also,
Roll. Does
also what
14.
I
18
He does 14 damage to you.
to me or
To you, Bobby.
okay, just making
Because
sure.
that's what I said. He's
So
been targeting on you this whole time.
that's what I was making sure you said. You said he rolled an
and
8 to hit me.
and
No,
That
he
was
also
rolled it.
all right.
He rolled an 18, hit you, and then did 14 damage.
all right,
Okay.
Max, is he using his bark as like armor?
Pretty much, but he has a
I
couple
know what I
weak.
need to do
Hold
for
on.
my turn.
Do you want me to roll perception to see if he has any weak spots?
Yes.
5. You have no clue. He has. To you, he has no weak spots.
All right. I'm still gonna try something.
Bobby, do you want
All
to
right.
roll perception for weak spots?
13
13. The reason
modified.
you did so much damage during your first flurry of punches, his back has a weak spot in it. There's a spot like right in the middle of his back where his spine is, where his bark's been bruised, to where the point there's a little like spot to where you can hit him. So that's his weak point.
There's a knot hole in his back.
All right. So it's my turn now, right?
No, he has one more attack, and then he's just gonna claw Bobby.
All right.
Misses. So it's your turn.
All right. So what I choose to do a double attack, which should have like an advantage too.
What do you mean double attack? Like a punch punch?
So no, I'm also gonna use my sickle and sword. So what I do is I use my sickle, I claw off his bark, then stab him right after before it can regen back.
This is both of your this is both your things, and you're just gonna
Yeah.
roll it normally. But I'm gonna roll d20s twice. You have to roll to see if you peel with the thing, and roll to see if your stab hits.
All right, and shouldn't it be like plus damage with my sickle for the harvesting tool?
Harvesting may do a little bit. You harvest him for 3 health. So I'm just gonna count this up 3. Bobby, keep 3 in your head. 14, you hit for 9 points of damage because you did another 6. So 9, hold on, 23, 22, 21, He is at 17 health.
Alright.
And
Oh,
you
Bobby.
are out of turns. So now it is Bobby's.
Hey, Bobby. So you know that fire move Max was talking about that you have?
Yeah.
Try and use that.
Also,
Since
just so you know, after your turn, the bark you peeled off heals back, so now the middle of his back's the only weak spot.
Alright, so Bobby, what you should do is try and go for another sweep attack, and if that does
Hold on, stop real quick. I'm about to say, first of all, the creature's engaged with me, so he's facing me. So when he's attacking, was he getting advantage on those rolls?
He didn't, no, because, he was hitting his bark, and he has kind of been looking back and forth between the two of you. Like, trying to make sure where both of you are at all
plus he's blinded.
times.
Plus he's blinded in
No,
one
he's
eye,
not.
right?
That was...
Oh.
You blinded the ogre.
No, I chose to throw one at him too.
All right. Well,
You hit him in the
I
back of his
don't want
head.
to try and do this flame attack with me standing next to him, so I'm going to use one action to try to step away from him, and I know that invokes what they call attack of opportunity, so he gets a chance to hit me as I'm trying to get away from him. So roll
He's
an attack
just gonna
against
try
me.
to shoot you with a little bit of ki. He misses you, so are you willing? Are you gonna?
Whoa. This creature can shoot ki now?
Well,
No, it would
it's
just
like
be
the green leafy energy he shot last time with his razor leaf. It's those. He can just shoot a
All right.
little bit of those.
So, well, I think it would just do it like a generic. Okay, well, whatever. So yeah, but he missed it anyways. Okay.
Yeah.
So doing that. So how would the damage be? It would be like for one. It would be a 1d8 fire damage per key used.
Yes.
Is that how you want to do that?
Yes.
All right.
Also, you have to roll the hit with disadvantage because you barely used this attack before.
Understood. But I get my casting bonus of 2 either way. So first roll's a 9, just so you know. And in this case, it's not even worse. The second roll would have been a 17, but nope. My disadvantage
Wait,
was a 9.
what's your casting bonus?
A +2. And the 9 was with the bonus. It was a 7 on the die.
Oh, okay. If you were gonna say 11, I was gonna say that hits, but you try to shoot your fire breath and you miss. If you would have gotten a nat 1, you would have shot the fire breath and hit Jason.
No, if I would have done that, I would have said it would have exploded in my face for 1d8
So you just,
fire damage.
yeah, you just.
Shaka Hulk!
Yeah, I just imagine how it is. You open your mouth, you hear a giant roar, and fire comes out of your mouth. Just. And then fire comes out. But you do not have any more attacks. It is his turn. He's going to run up to you and claw you in the face. 13 with his +2. That misses. So he has missed, and he's out of turns because he ran up to you.
Hey, I have to ask something. Is there like any gasoline, like gas pipes or anything around? No. All right. Oh, there goes my plan.
Permission to make a quick perception roll because I just realized something. Where did the headmaster go? Like, where did everybody else who was around us go while this fight just suddenly broke out of nowhere?
Yep, I give you permission.
I rolled a 7 on the die, which gives me a 10 total.
So you saw some people being evacuated, but you realize a little thing. This doesn't bother you too much. You're just thinking someone else saw this. You realize everyone in the castle was or everyone in the academy was here. You must have thought someone in the village saw it, but you guys are still in the fight, and it is Jason's turn.
Bobby, I just realized, you know that dark figure you saw in the alley? Should have
You don't know
confronted
about
him.
that. You
Oh,
know nothing about that because I said
oh,
nothing to your character about it, so you wouldn't know anything
so
about it. And I barely
I'm
just
supposed
went,
to.
whatever.
Yeah. So, all right, my move. Wait, what health is he at?
He's
He's attacking me still, so he's got his back to you, so you get advantage because you're no longer in melee range because he walked away from you. Actually, he gets an attack of opportunity from walking away from him, so
oh,
you get a free attack right off the bat.
Oh,
so you get
well, I
to
choose.
attack 3
He walked
times.
away from you. If we had a
Oh,
map, I could show you better, but he walked away from you, so you can attack him as he's walking away from you.
So you can attack him 3 different times now.
No.
I
You only get first he gets this attack, and then he gets 2 more. So
I get
first
the
he's a
movement.
reaction.
And, all
You
right,
can't use
so
a movement, but this first one while he's walking away, you can hit him.
Yeah,
all right,
it's a free attack basically. So just roll an attack.
I'm
I
just gonna
draw my
roll. I'm
sword
just
and I
gonna roll
stab
for
him.
a stab. You miss. You got an 8 and 9.
All
Yeah.
right,
He wouldn't
now
get
let's just
advantage for it.
focus
It would
on
just
me.
be an attack.
Oh,
Let's
okay.
just
Either way, he'd miss.
all right,
So now it's
So
your physical, actual turn where you have your movement, your attack, and your bonus.
all right. Well,
yeah.
I choose to draw my sickle and like do like an uppercut thing like that with the blade facing him.
So you have to run. You have to run up to him first, and then do that. So you will be out of turns after you do this.
All right, but
Because he has his back turned to you, I'd say you roll this with advantage.
all right,
Are
Yeah.
you
He
trying to
gets
hit his? Are you
advantage.
trying to hit his weak spot in the middle of his back?
yeah.
Okay. 15. Oh, be glad you're rolling with advantage, buddy boy, because the first dice was 1, the second was 15. You
Alright, hold
best
on. If
be
it's a
glad.
15, if it's a 15, that's a soft 20 total.
His DC is 10, so or his DC's 15, so you hit him straight
Yep.
in the back. You know what? Because you're hitting his weak spot, I'm gonna roll a D10 and a D8 for 7 points of damage. This man is at 10 health.
All right, Bobby, you know what to do. You got this.
He doesn't know exactly, but he knows how to kill people. Also,
Wait,
or
if it's
I'm not gonna say that.
Wait. I just want to see if this works. I reach over and grab my water flask. Pop the cork. So my first action is drinking the flask because taking an item is the task. The problem is this isn't water. This is alcohol. I'm going to snap my fingers to use my key to make a spark, and I'm going to breathe out. So drunken fireball. 19 on the die.
Let's go.
I'm gonna roll 2d10s for that because that's like your ultimate attack, your drunken fireball.
No, well, maybe not my ultimate attack, but I think I like the way this works better because this would be like, wait a minute, I can do it like this. All
Hey,
right.
Bobby. He's gonna have another attack because he's at 2 health.
But he's also on fire, so he has to take extra fire damage at the beginning of his turn, unless he puts out his fire. So he has to roll an extra 2.
Also, by the way, just so I know, would you like to make that faint knockout damage so you don't actually kill him and you guys can interrogate him?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, fine. With all due respect, Max, since you were leading me towards burning him, I figured killing him was the option. Because my
Well, I
original
mean,
plan
you
was
guys
to just knock
can.
him out. That's why I was trying to sweep him and knock him off his roots, because I was afraid his roots would start reaching in and drawing nutrients to regenerate himself, because that's how they do that. As long as their feet are touching natural soil, they can draw nutrients and heal their bodies.
He just
I didn't
barely
express
is.
that to the rest of you guys, and that's one of the things my character knows because of his tribal heritage.
Also, if
Because he
Jason wants to,
grew up in the
he falls down to the ground and knocks out. If Jason is fast enough, you can throw down your water to stop him from dying of fire, and you can interrogate him if you would like. Or do you just
Wait,
want him
me?
to die? Yeah, because Bobby's
Oh.
alcohol, you actually have to run over and chuck your water because you have
Yeah, because
water.
I covered him in a flammable material, so I coated him in flame.
So what I choose to do is I pour water on him to take out the fire. Then I rip off my tail and wrap it around him as like a restraint, so he can't move.
This succeeds. You have officially restrained.
Let's go.
No, wait. You have officially restrained Gnarlon Grout.
Dude, that was smart. That was smart.
And
No offense, but I am just mentally trying to imagine some lizard creature ripping his own tail off and then wrapping it around somebody else in a knot. I'm sorry, that seems just a tad ridiculous. This is not my game, though. I'm just making a criticism. Carry
I know,
on, my
that
wayward
is smart.
give me
children.
1 second before you guys
Smart.
continue. I am leveling up Jason.
See, I actually hold on. I want to actually literally walk up to your character after you did that and be just like,
Whoa.
you thought this was a good idea? I'm just like staring at you. I think like, really?
So here you guys now.
You'd never catch me, even if I could grow my tail back, you'd never catch me doing that.
Also,
Yeah.
Bobby, you gained 15 XP from this. Jason gained a whole lot more because he had both the things. So you need, you're at 15. You still need
85
It's
out of
100.
100.
Yeah, and Jason is. Wait, no, you're at 15 out of 100.
Yeah, I know. I'm
Okay,
keeping my score.
so and then
Jason was at 6 out of 50, so he's
and then
probably
he's level 2
got the.
and 15 just like you. So you guys have the same
Well,
amount of XP. He's level 2, 15 owned, 100 not 100 needed, but 85 needed to level up. I just keep it 100
okay.
to level up. So you
Alright, so I'm level 2.
Yep, you are level 2 and you guys have officially restrained him.
So I'm about to say, so what is this move going to be called? The broken tail bind?
Pretty much. So basically, what you guys do when Jason wraps him around with his tail, he grabs the two ends and wraps it over around a pole. So he's stuck. He's like restrained to a pole, and he wakes up, and he's just. Here, okay, we're gonna do this all in character now. Unhand me. Trying to just get out of the things.
All right.
Would either of you like to ask him a question?
My character's just standing there with their arms crossed. I'm just letting them wiggle for a minute, just enjoying the fact that he's in pain.
He's trying to reach his He's trying to reach his whip arm around the other side to untie him, but it's not working. His arm's not long enough. If I was a little bit older and knew how to make my arms longer.
Also, I move swiftly if possible. I pull out my claws and I basically reach right for the front of his face and it's like, if you don't stop blathering, I'll use you as a scratching post.
I'm rolling this for intimidation.
No, I'll roll my intimidation. You got to roll against. You got to roll against the willpower.
14.
Max.
My intimidation, I got a 9. So
He's
Max.
a little intimidated, but not
I'm
really.
trying to play bad cop, good cop here, and I'm not doing a very
He's
good
a
job
little
of it.
intimidated, but not really. Also, as a thing that you guys heard, if the older versions of these people can make their whip arm longer, and you best be glad this guy wasn't 1 or 2 years older because he almost learned that. He could have whipped his arm out, wrapped it around, and run away, but he can't do that yet.
Hey, Max.
So
At the end.
this guy's but a sapling, huh?
Yeah, he's like the same age as you two, but He's also trying to reach for something with his other hand. Do you guys see this? Roll perception.
7 with modifier.
Jason got a 2. Neither of you noticed this, but his other arm's
Yeah.
moving to try to reach something in his little sprout pocket. I'm gonna roll d20 to see if he grabs it. 14. He makes it to his pocket. Yes! Pushes this little, he pulls out a switch. He types in something, and he says, "Help! I've been restrained!" Oh, restrained. And you guys clearly hear this. Do you both wish to say something about this?
I would like to choose an action.
They both say yes. You hear 5 voices that say, "Yes, sir." And then he hangs up the thing.
Can I do 2 actions?
It's
So, hold on.
not a fight.
So okay. So what are we seeing like visually? Like all of a sudden we just hear the noise and he just like speaks like he's talking midair. He just says, "Help! I'm being restrained."
Yeah, he grabs something out of his pocket, types in something. You guys don't see this part, but you just hear him scream, "Help! I've been restrained!" And you hear, "Yes,
He probably
sir."
wouldn't actually type it. He would probably just touch it to be able
Yeah,
to
he
activate the
touches it, but
magic spell.
and then he hears, you hear, "I've been restrained!" "Yes, sir!" And then, what do you guys
Like,
wish to do with this?
like
This is
who
a,
are first I'd say like who are you talking to? And then so we are capable of hearing the voices responding. Then so it's not like
no, you
telepathy.
can't hear the response, but you can hear, "Help! I've been restrained!"
Alright.
Okay, so I'm like, okay, who are you talking to?
"That's none of your business."
Rolling to attack with advantage because he's restrained. That first one is a 20, and the second one is a 3.
You hit
So
him.
yeah, I just want to claw his face. So just
He's kind of,
so that's
"Alright, fine. It's my men. I
your
Can I
don't
do
know.
men.
an
I don't.
attack and
Jason, you're gonna kill this guy if you attack him again.
no, like not like with a strong attack.
Either way, you're
Something
going to kill him. Any attack will kill this man.
Alright then.
He's just. They're my men. We were all sent here to defeat everyone. That's why I sabotaged you two. Do you guys wish
I
to
just
say
look back.
anything about that?
I just look back to League Off. I'm like, who do you serve?
I'll never tell
Who is
that.
your master?
Sorry,
Repeat that, please.
I'll never say. But don't hurt me. I'll give you some more information.
Can I do an action?
I swear to God, if you say you're gonna punch him or something.
I said oh, I'm not talking about attack, I'm just like an action, like intimidation.
Sure.
I whip out my sickle, I put it to his neck, and I say, "You're gonna give us information no matter what."
I'm gonna roll intimidation for the both of you. Yep, he's like, oh, okay. Because this guy's the same age as Hunter was at the beginning. He's like 15. He's like, okay, they're my men. I work at this village that I was born in. That these mages. He just starts giving you a backstory. I'll give you this without in character. He was born in this village that all the mages would come around and mess with potions as a testing grounds, and they turned these trees sentient, and they all became living people. And he is one of their sprouts, and him and 5 other men were sent to come and mess with this school, try to steal some valuables, and now I'm going back into character, and I'm gonna say, hey, I don't know if you noticed this, but we've kidnapped all your town. Notice how
Kidnapped
no
all what?
one's all of the town. Notice how no one's here in the stands?
All right, perception check on that. 19.
You realized those weren't people that were in the village that took them. Those were his 5 Sproutling men.
Okay. Um,
Anything either of you wish to say about this?
I was about to, okay.
Intimidation
Also,
question.
before something, he says,
I'm going.
and neither of you will ever find your village people again, unless you dare cross my master.
Where have you taken them?
I will never tell.
All right. I
They're
do
useless
action.
to me.
Wait, can I do an action?
You can stop me from swinging my claw.
All right. Yeah, I want to do 2 actions.
Tell you what,
I
let's say no, seriously. Roll real quick. See if you can catch me before I make my attack with this claw. Because I rolled a 13,
Hold
here,
on,
Max. I got.
okay.
So I roll a d20.
Yeah, D20.
All
and
right.
you would add a 5.
I got a 7 on
Plus
mine.
That'd be a
5.
12.
Plus 5.
That'd be a 12.
13.
So that's 13. You guys tie, roll again. If you guys tie, you have to roll it again.
All right.
So both of you roll another D20.
All right. Another d20. Oh, I got a 1.
And I got a 2.
Even though, just because Jason got a 1,
I think we both just kind of like each othered on that one. So
So
Yeah.
we'll call that a split.
Jason does stop you. He's just, anything you want to say then?
Uh, I say, I tell. Is it Rashaki? Is that your name?
My name, just call me Talus.
I tell Talus, keep your cool while I start drawing out my sickle.
Hold on, give me 1 second.
It's a mind game. I'm
No,
playing
I
mind
know.
game.
You guys don't realize this. As you guys were saying this, you just look over, he smirks.
All
Someone
right.
walks out from behind your tail unwraps. He is free. As you guys were doing this, his men had gotten here by the time you guys had finished doing all this. He was
Wait a
just
minute. Hold on. I rolled a perception roll and got a 19, and I got no whiff that anything around me was going on like
they
that.
hadn't got here yet.
That
All
was
right. Yeah.
30 seconds ago. So
Yeah.
these creatures really just sprouted up from the ground or something, is what you're going to tell me?
I mean, no, but
Possibly.
they were like right there in the castle watching as you rolled perception. They saw you looking around and they all hid behind the doors.
All right. Well, I would like to roll perception to know the locations of where they're at now.
You see one of them, but you do not know where the other 4 are. And you got a 12. You see 2 of them. There's one in the stands and one at the doors.
All right. Can I choose action?
Also, just so you know, you do believe you guys are surrounded, is what you believe. So you could tell
So,
Bobby we're surrounded.
all right. I would like to do an attack. If that's all right with you, Bobby.
I don't care.
Attack on
Yeah,
Narlon Grout or
who are
one of
you
the other
attacking?
people.
Roll on Gra.
Narlon Grout.
First of all, what exactly are attacking us? Describe what they look like.
They all look the same as Narlon Grout, but a little bit younger
All right.
or a little
So
bit
I choose.
older. Sorry, so they are adult treelings.
All right. So
Okay.
I choose to draw draw one of my throwing knives and throw it at him, trying to kill him for the kill
No
because he
matter
seems like the
what, he's
leader.
gonna die. So I'm just gonna. You have killed him, and now I have to take this down. You now have 7 throwing knives,
All
and you
right.
have killed Narlon Grout. So
All right.
now it is
I killed
you
him because he
versus.
seemed like the leader.
But there are
So now
now
I don't know what
you
to do.
versus 5 adult sproutlings. They all have an HP. They are a little weaker than Narlon because Narlon was very powerful for his age, for any person. So they all have an HP of 25 and a DC of 10.
Oh, by the way, are we in like
I
a
have a
different
question.
place? Like,
I have a question. I'm sorry. Just as a plot point of making any sense. So you're saying the Narlin was like super special and he was twice as powerful as the older guy. So he was the Frieza and now we're dealing with King Cold instead?
Pretty much.
hey, now I
Okay,
would
just
like
so
to.
I am understanding on what
So,
we're talking
yeah,
about.
he
Very
was
well.
this man, Narlon Grout. You guys didn't realize this till you were thinking about all the three UC's powers, and you guys realized that that man was the hardest, so this fight may be easier, but there are 5 enemies.
All
Hmm.
right. By the way, Max,
And the cold
are we out of
comfort.
like the are we out of the arena?
No, you have not left. You guys have been in the same spot for the last pretty much
Dang it!
in-game hour. You cannot use camouflage
Actually,
unless.
when you
Because I thought since we were interrogating him, you bring him somewhere else.
No, you guys literally picked him up, set him on a pole, and tied him up while he
All
was
right.
knocked out because you didn't want him to wake up while you guys were
I didn't
moving
even think we
him.
put him on a pole. I thought we just had the thing wrapped around him and we just started asking questions right there on
No,
the
like I
spot.
said, you guys picked him up, set him on a pole, tied him around so he was facing you.
So where did the pole come from? No
No,
offense,
I
Max. These are little details you need to keep track of here. Start
here's what the
keep it like start writing
here's what
notes.
the arena looks like. It's this big stadium style with sand on the ground, and there are these little drapes with an overhang with poles on them all around the stadium. So there's like 20, 30 poles are sitting around the stadium.
Okay,
Dude,
but
that's
are the
actually
poles inside the actual fighting arena part?
Yes,
Or are the
because it's
poles
all
just
one thing.
all right. Hey, so
I must
Bobby,
just be having a hard time visualizing it in my head.
Yeah,
Very well.
but I'm gonna have to AFK real quick.
I'll be back for a quick moment. Keep talking.
Jason, you can talk to the video.
all right.
Just say like, "Hey, how you doing, YouTube?" or something.
Hey, oh wait, yeah. Hey, how's it going? Comment down below and like the video if you want more. Make sure to subscribe to Mad Ghouls. Probably make him happy. Yeah. Oh, by the way, Bobby,
10
Is that how you
since
out of
that's
pronounce
10
it? Is that how you
promotion.
pronounce it? Is it Max Ghouls? I thought it was Max Zools.
It's Mad
no,
Ghouls
it's
spelt
supposed to be.
weird. Also,
Yeah.
YouTube can't hear me right now. I don't think.
Oh, all right. So,
Oh,
Bobby, I would like to.
a blessing. That's a blessing for YouTube, but not for the rest of us.
Right. So,
Yes, yes, yes.
uh,
So,
I think I know what we should do.
hmm,
We should
I'm
us.
all ears.
All right. What we need to do is like at first we need to break for it up to like the control room where we can like change like the arena, like the form.
I think
We
the
could either do
headmaster is the one who's in charge of that. They said they kidnapped everybody. But what kind of form do you want to create?
like to where we can deactivate the arena, and I could use my well my camouflage for my stealth attacks, which should be plus since it's one of my strengths, right?
You get advantage on stealth because
Yeah,
you can blend into the material around you.
yeah.
So
I don't understand how I
honestly,
can't use team.
whatever Max was talking about was kind of the only reason it wouldn't work in that area is such a wide open area. There's really nothing to hide or blend with. But if you
I
like
was
jump
only
into the
blending with
stands,
stone.
if you like jump into the stands, like kind of lean into a hallway, you can just blend into the stone and you'd be able to stealth pretty easily, I would think. But I'm not the
And
one in charge of this.
plus, what I was thinking I wanted to do was if we had Narlon Growth for a little bit more, and we were just gonna kill him, I would uh like rip off his weakness like on his back, so he would be like dead. Then like since it's like a tree, I'd like have like a deployable shield, like I can have like just on my wrist, and it like grows up when I need it, like an extendable shield, and it will be like Gnarl and Growth on my wrist. So I basically have him as a companion.
I believe something like that can be created. I just don't think this guy specifically would be the best example of it. And maybe after we're done, Max might allow us to roll a survival check and harvest his body for parts or something. Because I was actually just thinking, you know what? The tree sap from one of these guys probably could be used as some sort of medicinal
Oil.
or maybe a poison or something. Like I could find a use for that.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That and
mix it and make some sort of like medication that allows us to heal wounds overnight instead of having to drink potions.
don't I have like 2 gold from like basically passing the exams, right?
That's up to Vermax to decide. I don't have that stuff written down in my notes.
All
Why don't
right.
you, is it possible for you to just pause the video for YouTube?
Yeah. Oh,
Can you?
you can cut and clip it.
Oh,
Edit it.
well, he needs to learn to clip it. But anyways, I'm going to indulge in my bad habit. Children, do not do this at home.
Or anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
But so, gosh dang. Since I have 49 silver and I'm gonna get 1 gold, I was wanting to go to like a blacksmith, see if I could like if the gnarling growth shield thing doesn't work. I want to see if I could craft one.
Well, first and foremost, we're in the middle of a fight right now, so obviously we got to get
I'm
through
talking about
this before.
yeah, I'm talking
Afterwards?
about like
Okay, okay.
afterwards because I still haven't received my 1 gold.
Uh,
Like, you know what I mean?
yeah, that's true. I was trying to remember how exactly did we work out your regeneration? Did we say you
Uh,
could do one?
it
Was
goes
it
back
per
one
day or
day.
was it per?
Oh yeah, 2 regions per day. So my other one's like growing back like right now.
I was trying to think like if you should like have like a balancing issue or something because think about it, you're trying to walk and you're used to having this heavy tail being dragged behind you. You don't have
Oh,
it anymore. You might just all of a sudden like keep falling over because you're like right.
that
I'm off balance.
that or I since my heavy tail falls off, I can run faster and I'm more agile temporarily.
I think it would balance each other out in that sense because you would be off balance and it'd be unnatural for you to walk like that. So it'd be weird to assume you're just gonna automatically adjust and streamline yourself because your body runs predominantly on automation. Like if you were focused on what you're doing, you could probably utilize that, but in like the barest of like fight or flight responses, your body's going to just take over and just assume that all the parts are there. You know.
Yeah. So what I would need to do is like each day, like training wise, I'd have to lose my tail, get used to that. So I'm like, and I know that since I do it every day, I'm more used to it. So I know like what I'm doing.
Sounds like a very traumatizing form of training.
But it'll pay off.
Traumatic tail training.
Yeah. I mean, I did a really smart move with my
And
tail.
the other thing is, here's the other thing though. If you keep doing it repeatedly, your tail ends up being weak, and then it loses strength to use for a whip attack.
Uh,
Because those muscles have to build up and stay there. If you keep ripping your tail off, they're not going to build up and be strong enough to do a decent amount of whipping.
oh, and plus, I
See,
was thinking if I could.
here's what I was gonna say. I'm willing to say you can grapple a dude with your tail on, but the moment you ungrip your tail, there's nothing to hold to tell the tail to keep gripping him. You know, it just goes limp. So unless you literally like tie your tail in a knot around the guy, it's a little ridiculous. But I will still say you can grapple a dude with your tail, and then you can attack him with advantage. Just not rip your tail off, and
So
I personally think I think that's a bit much. Just my
I thought
opinion.
I just thought of two new moves that I could like add on like when I level up more.
Okay.
All right, so when my tail gets ripped off, like when they grow back, my tail grows a body and it's like a clone for like two or three plays.
For what? What?
So my tail,
So your tail falls off, but then another new body grows off from the broken end of the broken tail and creates a new you.
yeah, it creates a new me, but temporarily for like 3 plays. So like, you know what Naruto is?
Yeah.
Like shadow form jutsu.
Well, I understand the concept. I'm trying to just imagine it playing on my. 'Cause it's almost like a. You know the concept of a hydra, where
A
you cut the
Hydra.
head off of one. You cut one off. One of the heads grow off, and two grow in its place. It's almost like a hydra in reverse. You cut off my tail, and all of a sudden there's two of me.
Yeah,
So I'm just technically it's possible. I'll give you the credit. It's possible, but it's definitely weird, in my opinion. But then
that
again, someone says that you can actually take if you take the tooth of a dragon and you plant it in the earth, it grows into a zombie that you command.
but
So weirder things have happened, and it's up to Max ultimately because this is his story.
yeah,
He's
and
that'd be a weird sort of magic, in my opinion.
I mean I am a
You
like
get
a
racial
monk.
abilities because of your race, but
I am
that's a new one. And you
I
got to
am
come up with you got to come up with a cool name for him though too, for the
a cool
technique.
monk warrior.
Yeah.
I since you guys have like the key blast and stuff, I'm just gonna call it shadow clone jutsu
Hmm.
or a tail clone jutsu. Then the other one, I was thinking like after I had my tail for a while and it has like the muscles built up really good, like I like
Hmm.
whip some guy, but it's like grappled onto them. Then like I pull myself like with my tail and like kick him. So it's like I fling myself into a kick. Do you think that would be a good thing?
So I'm trying to. I think I've visualized something different in my head because, like, the way I envisioned it, like if you took a step back, but you coiled your tail underneath yourself, and then you use your tail to push yourself forward, and then
Not
like
like
do like a.
not like
So
a
I
spring.
almost have like a springboard in a sense. It's only just doing.
No, like like when I use it's gonna be like I'm gonna use that as like a double attack, so it's like more reasonable because I whip him with my tail for damage, but it like latches onto him. Then I pull myself towards him really fast, and I like do use like a move or something. Like I'm gonna have to get like a dagger so I can like have plus damage on him instead of just like just a kick or a punch, right?
Oh, you have your sword, your weapon.
I
If
know,
you
but
have
it's
him
gonna be too
grappled with
long.
your tail, you automatically get advantage on your next attack. If you
I know,
nat one, then you cut your own tail off. Just realize that.
but no, my sword would like take too long to like draw out because it's so long. I mean, it's not long, but it's like because it's a medium range, medium length sword, so it'd like take too long to
Well,
like pull it out.
it's still only a melee weapon, and it doesn't have what they call there's a skill or a thing called reach, where if it has reach, it can reach objects up to like 10 feet away.
Alright,
Because
boys.
typically, to be in what they call melee combat, you have to be right
We do
next
be
to the
back
guy, so
though.
it'd be one space away, which is typically measured in a space of 5 feet. So your tail, I'm thinking, only would have a range of 5 feet, though.
I've been somewhat listening to this
But
conversation, but
maybe
not
he'll let you
really.
have 10 feet. But you having a 10-foot tail seems a bit
So
ridiculous.
I
But
was
you realize how
eating.
long 10 feet
It's
is?
stretchy.
10
It's
feet would
stretchy.
go around like almost this entire kitchen table, man. That's actually a decent
So
amount
I
of
could kind of
length.
understand what you guys are saying because for the YouTube video I AFK'd to
Ah, forget
eat.
it. Your tail can have reach of 10. I don't care. That's cool.
So what did you guys
The
say?
cloning. He wants to drop off his tail and have it grow
Cloning.
into a new copy of himself, which is like a temporary
We're gonna,
controlled
you know what? The only way
shadow
I'm gonna
clone.
let that work is if you do it. This is gonna be a Dragon Ball reference, but if you do it like TN's multiform, which you grow out a clone, but it takes half your power and puts it into that clone.
No, Max, I was thinking that I could do that, but since I only have like temporary uh like regrowth, it takes a while for my tail to grow back before I can do that move again.
Yeah,
And plus,
if
uh,
you here
soon as
you
I
here's how we'll work it. If you slice off your tail and get a clone, you roll your regen again, and if you get a 4 or higher on your regen, your tail grows back, and you can slice it off again, but you'd have to roll again for another 10 or higher, or 4 or higher regen.
for
One recommendation, and this is up to you. I was thinking about the regen. I'm willing to go with he can use regen as a what's what I'm looking for. You can use regen as a bonus action, but maybe that might be a bit OP.
I can say that, but if you use it as a bonus action, you can only use that once for your bonus action. After the first time, your second time has to be used as a
Or you
normal
can use it
action.
maybe use it up to 3 times per combat, and after that you need to take a long rest.
yeah. So it's like
There,
my,
there are some
like
fighter style techniques like that's uh, it's either action surge or it's adrenaline rush or
So
it's some there's names for it I can't
here's how
off the
we'll
top of
do
my
it.
head.
So
Plus he's a
technically,
lizard man, so I'm willing to give
the
him
way
that as
I'll
well.
work this, Jason, you can take up a whole. My voice just cracked, Poggers. You can take up your whole turn for clones. We have to use up all your regens. It's like a full turn of clones. Chop off tail, regen, clone. Chop off tail, regen, clone. Chop off tail, regen, clone. But
Another
then you
point,
wouldn't
every
have a
time you
tail.
break hold on. Here's another point then. Every time you break off your tail, automatically 10 points gets cut from your health. So that's a negative point. So yeah, if you choose to chop off your tail, you get 10 points
I
cut to
only
your
have
health.
62 health, so that would like really affect me. Oh,
Well, exactly, to keep you from doing it too often. That's
I
why I
know.
wanted to counter that with you being able to regen every round.
I
So
think
you'd be
I
able to
will.
slowly recover as you go. So it wouldn't be
I,
too bad, but
Also, every
otherwise
clone.
you just literally
To,
wrap a guy, break off your tail, clip, break off your tail, grow your tail out, break it off, clip. It's like the joke on Team 4 Star where you remember in the Frieza saga where Frieza fought Nail and he rips off his arm and he grows it right back. Well, in the TFS, he did it like 57 times. And you just see this pile of arms behind Frieza. And it's like, man, I think we're up to like 50 times we've done this now. You want that to happen to you and your tail?
no, that'd be OP, but I've been trying to save.
Exactly. So,
Not,
no,
here's
I'm not.
here's another
I'm not the
thing.
guy that makes the
I
rules, but
already
just for practicality, I
I
would say
already
no on that.
said this, but here's another thing that makes it less OP. Every time you throw out a clone, you lose 25% of your power.
That would make sense.
it kind of like screws it up, but I think instead of like you losing 25% of my power is like Bobby said when we were just talking, like it has like build up muscles and stuff like my tail. So like the more I do it, the weaker the clone's gonna be.
Yeah.
So
Well,
like
Another thing
every
I was gonna
clone.
say is like if you use your regen or you do that too often, you're gonna suffer a condition called exhaustion, and therefore like all your attacks and all your actions will be made
Here's
at
how his clones
disadvantage.
work. Every time you cut
You're
off
gonna
a
wear
clone,
yourself out regenerating and creating these clones
your
over and
clones
over.
take
I
25.
advise against it.
Here's how it
That's all
works.
I'm gonna say.
Here's how it works. Your clones take away 25% of your power. So you can only have
oh,
the
it's
3
temporarily.
clones like usually. So say you cut off your tail, get 1 clone, you're at 75%, he's at 25. Cut off another one, You're at 50, your 2 clones are at 25 respectively. You cut off another one and you're out of clones. You're at 25, they're all at 25% power.
So what you're saying is we can just basically mug him and he's like down.
So technically, you're not making anything stronger or weaker. You are losing your
Just
power, just splitting yourself in half to be at more areas. Because
yeah.
that's
Oh wait,
how, in Dragon Ball Z, that's how TN's multiform works.
I
Is
know how
every
I can
time he
benefit from
releases a
that.
clone, it halves his power.
I think
This
I
might be
know.
something we should discuss
Yeah, we'll
beforehand. Putting on
discuss this
YouTube.
after
This
the
is
video.
important.
But for now, we'll
Yeah.
start the thing.
I'll just can we just say for now, let's not use it,
Yeah,
and we'll
for now he
discuss
doesn't have
possibly using
clones.
it later. Okay, so
Wait,
for
can I say
now,
something real quick?
okay, we're moving on. We're moving on.
All right.
So we've just killed Gnarls here or Narlon, and we're being approached by a bunch of treemen. Are they coming out of the stands, or are they?
So here's what Jason saw.
Ways that we
All
came into the arena in,
here,
or what?
here's all Jason saw. He saw one on the stands, one at the door. There are 2 unidentified tree creatures. Cause
No,
there's
you said
one
I
in
saw.
front. No, here's what you saw. There's the one in front of Narlon the one behind Narlon, the one you saw up at the stands, and the one at the door. There are 2 unidentified ones.
All right. So
So 2 of
I
them will be rolling advantage. The 3 won't.
all right. Even though this is a stupid idea, but it will like reveal them. I choose. I choose to walk into the middle of the arena, and di- I just choose to walk in the middle of the arena,
Defensive stance.
defensive stance.
Yeah, ready to action, to
Yeah,
dodge or counterattack.
and I have and Max. I have my sickle in my left hand and my sword in my right.
I'm rolling to see if any of the 5 of them decide to attack you. One of them got a 20, so the one of the unidentified ones is so eager. He's like,
Pardon, I'm checking something.
okay. He's like, oh, he's wide open, and runs up to you and tries to grab with his claw hand. They have better in terms of technique, but less strength than Narlon. His claws become bigger. So his claws used to be like this big. Now they're like this big. So he grabs his claws and slices you. He's gonna roll this
I'm
with
in a different,
disadvantage.
but I'm in a defensive stance with my weapons out to
Yeah,
block.
he has to roll this with a disadvantage. But
Uh,
even with disadvantage, either of them hit. So do you wish to use? You have a defensive action or like reaction, which basically you could block it for half damage, or you could completely evade it, but you have to roll for no damage.
I want to take my chance and completely evade it.
His DC is you have to get higher than a 10.
All right.
You got an 8.
Dang
I'm
it.
sorry, Jason, but
Wait. Hold on. Well, that'd be a +1 for his agility, so it won't be a
okay,
9.
then yeah. So with his big claws, he rolls a 10, a 6, and a 4 for 12 damage to Jason.
Wait,
So,
All
a
right.
10, a 6, and a 4.
yes.
Well, a 6 and yeah. I'll have to
Hold
ask
on.
you later exactly how you're coming to these damage rolls, but
So
we'll
he got
talk later.
18 because I had to re-roll because I forgot. So Jason is at 52 health.
All right.
Wait, why is he
So
regen? He didn't have any chance to recover.
Oh, I
Or did
thought
you
you.
heal,
I
did
wait.
you heal him after his
Sorry.
initial fight? Because I thought he was interrupted like right after that fight,
Well,
and he didn't get a chance to get
immediately he
healed.
gets healed, but then the fight began, and Jason didn't get hit at all. He got hit one time for like 2.
Okay,
So
I'm just making sure
he's at
because I
52 health.
remember All right, because I had him last. I had him marked down was 36 health. Was what he was at before the previous match. So all right. So
I have a
he's
question.
yes, sir.
So if you like kill a main enemy, could you get like a third of his health that you took off? Like healthy
Like
Does
too?
it?
health absorption? No, you do not
Yeah,
have health
Yeah, it's not. It's
absorption.
not Fortnite mode. Okay, it's
I know.
no.
I was
Um,
just
Unless you
asking
have
if
that
you
as an
like
okay.
attribute,
reach.
like you're a necromancer,
So
maybe.
he does have another attack, but this is just gonna be a normal roll, so he's gonna go for another claw. He misses.
All
Alright,
right.
So,
so is it
oh
both of
wait,
you?
hold on. Now, after that, that was just a thing, so I have to roll initiative. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. You, okay. What did you get, Bobby?
9.
Okay, so Jason was close, but the highest is the guy that hit Jason. So the guy that hit Jason gets to go first because he got a 17. Jason got a 16.
So did he just get a surprise attack round on Jason, and
Yeah,
now we're
that was
trying to fight for?
just an attack because Jason did that. Everyone he was trying to sense out to see if any of them would go for him, and one of them did. Obviously, one of the ones in the shadow. So now there's only one
Four
still
of them are
hidden.
revealed.
Oh
Four of
wait,
them
All
are
right.
revealed hidden.
okay, never mind. Yeah, there's 4 and there's 1 that's hidden because I had to roll advantage for the other guy, but he didn't get it. So yes, it is the guy that hits Jason's turn, and he's just gonna go for another claw on Jason.
Oh, I have
11.
an idea.
What's Jason's DC?
His DC is 13.
So he got an 11 plus 2. He actually does hit, but this is gonna do less because it's not for 7 points of damage. So Jason's at what? From 52 to what?
45.
35. He only did 7. Jesus.
Alright, so
Well, it's
it's my
Jason.
still
move now.
he gets hit seven times. That'll be enough to kill him.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jason, you're getting pretty
Oh,
low. You're already at 35.
35. How do you get to 35 from
You
40?
said 35.
No, I said 45. I
Oh,
said from 52 minus 7 is
I
45.
thought you said 35. Okay.
Alright,
No.
so I choose to sweep kick him to like get him down.
You hit. So he is now on the ground.
Alright. Then I call
Roll a
it's fine.
roll a d6 for physical damage because he still gets hit by the attack, so it does damage and also knocks him prone, but it's only a d6.
For 3 damage, so I'm gonna do this.
Do these guys have
20.
any? My character doesn't know this, but I'm just saying this for your sake to know this. Do these guys have any particular buffs? Like, do they have a resistance against bludgeoning, for example, but maybe a weakness against slashing? Because they're
No.
trees after all. Trying to punch a tree is hard. Cutting a tree might be easier. Maybe
For
they have
Steve,
resistance to both.
not from for Steve from
No,
Minecraft.
these guys are
Punches
just
trees
like
all day.
Narlon.
All right,
Alright.
I'm just asking for the sake.
Hold on,
So
give me a
while
second. I have to write down all of their health.
All right, yeah.
So that's
Like I said, you got
4.
to keep track of everything. Sometimes a notebook is just easier than a computer unless you're really fast with clicking.
Okay,
Bobby,
so
Click.
okay, I got them all.
I'm doing
All
this
right.
to reveal the 5th guy. You ready? So I call back Dingo from the VIP section, and since he has those goggles on that I can see like with the cameras and stuff,
Dingo vision.
yeah, Dingo vision, and
Oh,
I go
hold
to
on.
see
Let
the
me explain this to the YouTube video really quick. So, Jason's flying squirrel Dingo, he has these goggles on where Jason has this ability to see through Dingo's eyes. I just wanted to let the video know. Now I gotta